Have you ever thought about adding passive income into your brand or business? We're going to take a deep dive and a look into exactly our passive income streams as a six-figure online creator, online entrepreneur, business educator. We're going to dive into it and exactly what those income streams look like for us and how we're building passive income, aka scalable income, right? And really just give you a full picture of what that looks like for our business. If you're curious to do it for yourself, there's also going to be a ton of information and advice on exactly how we've built each of these income streams and what to do if you're getting started with each of those income streams. So I have 6 main income streams that I want to talk about with you guys today. So hopefully this will spur a lot of really great ideas. Also, there's a bonus idea at the very end because I think when we think about passive income, there are a lot of things that really could be passive income in the sense that it's easy to scale and take yourself out of that income stream and to continue serving more and more people without more of your time. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. Before we do, I also wanted to mention, this is the first podcast / video YouTube episode we are trying out for the next few months. So if you're listening to this on the podcast, there is a video version being recorded for YouTube. If you're watching here on YouTube, you also can see I have a microphone like right in front of me because we're recording this for the podcast as well. We just feel like this makes a lot more sense in the way that we can show up and serve you all really well. So just a note here, like if you're watching on or listening on the go on the podcast and you ever want to watch like the video version of what you're listening to, you can always hop over to our YouTube channel. We'll put a link in the show notes. Alternatively, if you're watching on YouTube and you ever want to listen to what we share on YouTube on the go, it will all be uploaded to the podcast. Besides a couple of bonus YouTube only videos, we will still be uploading every month, things that just make a little more sense for YouTube, like tutorials and very visual things like that. But for the most part, our weekly like video / episodes that are going to be going out are going to go out on both platforms. So now let's go ahead and jump into the meat of what we're going to talk about without further ado. The first passive income source that really makes up the bulk of our income when it comes to business revenue is online courses. If you know anything about passive income, that probably doesn't come as a surprise to you, right? Online courses are a huge way to scale your business, to make more income, right? Our main course that we have is the Reels mini course and also the Instagram growth course. So because we talk a lot about Instagram around here when it comes to growing your brand online, those are the 2 courses that have made the most sense for us to basically compile information all into one place, into one resource in a way that I could never explain everything I want you to know about Reels or about Instagram in a 15-20 minute YouTube video or podcast episode. So online courses essentially are, if you are not super familiar, they're essentially like what you're watching right now if you're watching on YouTube. It's where it's like a lot of video lessons. Typically, there's a lot of slides, visuals. A lot of times there can be like ebooks or downloads that come along with the course, maybe some templates or a workbook. And for us, that's a lot of how we structure our online courses. Obviously, there's so many ways you could structure an online course, but that's also what I recommend to my students in structuring online courses is making sure you're showing your face on video, as scary as that can be, and not just hiding behind slides. But we have, again, the Reels mini course, Instagram growth course. The Reels mini course is definitely where we have the bulk of our students in right now, especially considering it's been out for almost 2 years at this point. I think it came out in late 2021. Yeah, and we're like mid 2023 right now, which is just insane to think about. It's been almost 2 years. And we have gone back and updated that course since then, but that has definitely been the biggest source. Like when we pinpoint one product, like that has brought in the most income over the past couple of years and made 6 figures on that course alone, which is insane to think about, especially when you think about like when we initially launched it and for the first about a year that we had it available, when it would go on sale, it was $147. So we were definitely had a pretty good high number of students that were enrolling. We recently raised the price to $197, which is still a steal for what is inside of the course. And so we also on this YouTube channel and on the podcast, we have a report of that launch. It was a $40K launch initially. So we will sort of have a link below podcast and YouTube where you can take a look and watch that video if you want to after this and kind of get an idea of how we launched it, how we saw that big income jump just from this, like launching this one course to our audience. And then since then we sell the Reels mini course plus Instagram growth. We sell those via automated sales funnels. And and specifically email sales funnels. Okay, so what does that mean? Basically, when somebody downloads a freebie or takes one of our free webinars, they're either getting pitched the course in the webinar if they are watching via webinar, like at the end, we're pitching the course on sale. You can watch that anytime and get one of those courses on sale. Or we're able to, when someone signs up for a freebie, so say it's a Reels related freebie or an Instagram related freebie, we know they're probably interested in one of those topics, right? And so we put them in a 5-day email sales funnel related to each topic. So there's a 5-day email sales funnel related to Instagram Reels that people are getting dropped into that is 5 days long. They're getting a ton of free valuable information about Reels and also getting a flash sale for 48 hours on the Reels mini course at the very end of like that mini email series is like what we like to call it when we are delivering that. And we have really great open rates for those. Usually it's at least 60 to 70% open rates for all of those emails for the 5-day email sales funnels because of the way we do it. And so so essentially that's how we're like making money on the courses, mostly automations. Plus we do run some sales on the courses every year. We do 2 shop-wide sales, one on Memorial Day. So at the time of this, you'll see this video, we'll have just finished up our Memorial Day sale, and then we do a Black Friday sale every year. In between, we'll sometimes run sales on one product at a time, but those are the 2 times we run like sales on all of our products where people can purchase them on sale. So essentially like doing those promotions live and then also passively through those auto like email sales funnels or people watching our webinars on replay is how we're making the majority of our sales when it comes to online courses. We also have done some collaborations last year with a couple of other online educators in different spaces than us, but whose audiences were interested like in Reels. We collaborated with them and did like basically a live launch to their audience of our course, which both of them turned out pretty good. So we might consider doing more of those this year. So that's definitely another way you can do it. I guess I should backtrack to saying, you guys know I talk about email marketing all of the time, which is why it's so important, because when we have people signing up for those different freebies, it's triggering automatically people to get pitched our products passively on sale, right? And so that's why like email marketing is huge. Finding a way to organically generate leads to your email list organically, consistently, even if it's not organically, is huge, because you don't want to be relying on like having to physically show up every single day in your business in order to make money. And although there's some great ways to be making money like via your online courses by sharing about it on Instagram and generating leads that way or sales that way, or even things like creating these YouTube videos, right? There are ways to do it and structure your business where you're organically getting new leads without you having to post every single day. And we get so many passive sales by having these systems set up. They're just ready to go. And then I'm not having to think about it. And I see sales come in almost every day to some of our products this way. So that is how we bring in the majority of our revenue, I would say, through the Stephanie Case Education brand. Online courses are huge for us. And I also wanted to mention like one of the biggest ways we do generate email list leads. I can't remember if we've done like a video or an episode about this yet. My mind is going completely blank, but it is through YouTube. YouTube is huge. And I actually have a free download that is essentially our exact formula to making money with YouTube. And I say with YouTube instead of on YouTube because you don't need to be a YouTuber to make money via YouTube. Like I started making consistent passive income from YouTube back when I only had like 5,000 subscribers on YouTube. Like you can do it no matter what kind of business you have. If you do YouTube right as a business owner, you can totally make passive income, generate like push people to all of these different passive income streams I'm going to talk about. So we'll have a link to that freebie down in the description. The URL is stephaniecase.com/YouTube formula. We'll have that in like the show notes description, all of that. Okay. Second way that we make passive income and that a passive income stream that we are building in the Stephanie Case Education brand is memberships. And this is something we actually just started a membership less than a year ago. So we are still pretty new to the whole membership world. There's a lot more we could do as far as strategy and keeping like retention and keeping members, getting new members. We definitely see the biggest uptick in those live sales that we do. So we do push the membership quite a bit during those sales, but I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. So essentially our membership, if you're wondering what it is, what kind of membership that we have, it's called the Reels Trends membership. So essentially it's when we run sales on it, it's only $12 a month. So it's like the cost of 2 coffees every month. And we send you twice a month an email with a list of the current trending audio and music on Instagram. So it's really taking the hard work of what's trending and what's happening on Instagram done for you, and finding new ideas of audios that you can use on your Instagram Reels, and you're not having to do that work yourself. And we, in the last half of 2022, we generated over $15,000 from this one membership alone. That included like year-long payments, somewhat like people who joined for a whole year when we initially launched it, the sale we ran Black Friday, and new members joining, people paying monthly, which is so cool. And then a lot of that like just keeps on going, right? Like if someone's in your membership monthly, that's kind of income we can count on. It is definitely a smaller part of our income now. I believe it's around $1,500 to $2,000 a month, not considering those yearly plans. So that's just like the amount of members that are paying monthly for it, if that makes sense. So like that $12 or $24 a month if someone paid in full. But yeah, so that's a way that we've been building that income stream, or that we've been building income streams. Examples of memberships that I've seen, there's so many ways you could structure a membership, whether it's just more like insider access to you, whether it is like a monthly club that you create on a certain topic in your niche, whether it's like monthly training videos, or I know in the photography world, like where I kind of started my business, there have been an explosion in some way of memberships where you can sign up and then see behind the scenes of photographers working at photo sessions, like behind the scenes video trainings for more hands-on, on the job type education, which is just so cool. So there's really a lot of ways you could structure a membership, but the Reels Trends membership made the most sense to me because it's something that I guess I'll be totally transparent here too when it comes to our current membership. I do almost nothing for this. If like I need to give our team member Maggie full credit here, she takes care of most of our membership. Like obviously I'm giving the more creative direction, and I gave direction on how I want it to run, and I have to approve everything before it goes out, but she does the hard work of researching all of this. It takes her usually a minimum of 4 hours to research all of these different things every email. And that's every other week. So she really puts a lot of time and effort into finding the best trending audios and the things that are happening, writes a great description of how to use each audio, like figures out how is the audio working and like how are people using it, so that you guys can just click on an audio and start using it right away. So we'll also put a link to the membership in the show notes description if you want to check that out, if you're interested in joining for yourself. But I will say, so as far as like building that income stream and as far as having a membership, it is a great long-term, big picture way to make consistent revenue. So I think when we launched the membership, I'm trying to remember, but I think it was like a $6,000 to $7,000 launch, which isn't nothing, right? But definitely not compared to the Reels mini course when we made $40,000. It seems pretty small, but the pretty cool thing is, like, again, over the course of the rest of 2022, we made double that, right? And we got to see that reoccurring, I think is the word, recurring revenue continue to come in over the rest of 2022 from our membership without us. I mean, obviously we had to do the work of like doing the membership stuff every month, but this is a great way to have revenue that's a little bit more reliable. Obviously we have members drop out pretty much every month. It's pretty normal, right? And again, I feel like this is something we could definitely figure out, like more ways to keep our members' retention, like have a better retention rate, and obviously more ways to bring more people into the membership. Like we don't have a 5-day email sales funnel set up for this product, which would be really smart to do, right? But yeah, I mean, it's been a great way to have some dependable income every month. And the way that I see it too, and why I wanted to mention that like Maggie plays a huge part in running this membership, is it's something that doesn't require a lot of me in my face. And that's why the way I structured it, I didn't want to promise monthly training videos or monthly Q&A or anything like that. If we did that, we would definitely need to raise the price because we are raising the value of it. But I wanted something that could be pretty hands-off from my perspective, that was going to serve our audience really well, but I could still like look at and approve and give ideas and thoughts on what I wanted to include in those emails that go out every other month, but it doesn't require a lot of me. And that's something that's really important to me, especially in becoming a mom and wanting to keep growing our family, building income streams that I don't have to show up more in order to scale that income, right? And memberships are awesome too because we can serve more and more people without having to spend more of my time or more of Maggie's time, right? And so we love having that membership. Again, if we'll have that link available if you guys are interested in checking it out. And it can be just a really great way for you. If there's a way to structure a membership for your community, that just makes a lot of sense. It's a really awesome way to not only have more dependable passive income, right? But to serve your community really well. well. Okay, number 3 on the list of income streams that we have in our business is digital products. And I put this in its own category because in my mind, I kind of separate out our online courses from what I call our digital products. Digital products, I would say, are a little bit more like our templates, our ebooks, our guides, like things that are more downloadable and small and bite-sized, and usually those low ticket to mid ticket sometimes offers. So this can include like our SK Mobile presets. We have the 100 plus Reels ideas, the Reels cover photo templates, 200 plus hook ideas. We have the Watch Me Film 20 Reels in an Hour masterclass. We have the content planning masterclass. Like there are so many different things that we have under this category because we teach about a lot of different things when it comes to content creation. But this is also, I want to mention, when it comes to like downloadable digital products, this is how I started with passive income. And I just looked at what my audience was wanting from me, and they were asking for photography presets over and over. Photographers were asking me for that. And this is back, I'm pretty sure I might have had 1,000 followers on Instagram, but maybe not. And maybe not much more than that. I'd have to look back, but I was not by any means an educator yet. But because I had created my own system for editing pictures and was sharing that, like photographers were asking me for it. And so I put it out there. I launched my photography presets like for professional photographers in Lightroom, made $0 when I launched them. Okay, I had no idea what I was doing when it came to like launching. I launched the presets along with a few like ebooks that were like, I sold maybe 1 or 2 in the course of its lifetime. But the presets were something that when someone asked, I could point them to. And I ended up making it was like almost $10,000 in my first year, having those presets just up on my website because it was something that my audience really wanted, and I had a very unique editing style that I had created myself. I created my own presets, and so that was kind of my first dip into passive income. And so if you're someone who's like wanting to build passive income but wants to take just a small step, I really encourage digital products because it's a great low to mid ticket offer that you can give that can create like one quick win for your ideal client and to start building that credibility and trust with your audience and being an educator or whatever it is when it comes to passive income. A lot of people don't even do education with passive income. Like there's a lot of things that you can do with it. And so when it comes to actually selling our digital products, my strategy with that, there's a few different things besides, obviously we're including them in those sales. So like Memorial Day sale and Black Friday sale, they're included with that sale and they're on sale there. We also mention them organically in YouTube videos as it makes sense. We run flash sales sometimes on our email list. Like sometimes we'll do either email only flash sales. We'll run a quick 48-hour flash sale on a product. For some reason, we also, for the SK Mobile presets specifically, we run a 4th of July sale every year. And for some reason, like we run sales on the presets, like we did one during like right before Christmas time and that flopped, but like our 4th of July preset sale always does so well for presets. I don't know why, but anyway, so we always do that every year. So we have some like specific sales we like to do, and a lot of times they're faster, right? Because they're smaller products, they don't need a full-fledged. They could have a full-fledged 5-day sales funnel if we wanted to, but a lot of them just don't need that. And so we do like to run quick sales like that on smaller digital shop products, but we do find that we do sell a lot just organically, like when we're mentioning them in YouTube videos or Instagram posts. Another thing I will say that has actually started to pick up more traction recently for our brand is we have a 10% off coupon. Like when someone goes to our shop page, they're getting pitched like, hey, like subscribe to our email list and we'll give you a coupon for 10% off your first purchase. And what I noticed is that most people are using that on those like downloadable templates, shop products, and just like smaller low to mid ticket items. That's where they're using the 10% coupon. So just wanted to throw that out there. That's a great strategy as well. And you can build your email list while doing that, which is awesome. All right, the 4th income stream that I want to mention here is affiliate programs / affiliate marketing. And this one is actually like, I think after our online courses and digital products, so like when I look at the numbers in Kajabi and then look at what's the next biggest income source for us, it's affiliate marketing. By far, like for sure, such a great way to, again, it's a great way to dip your toes into passive income because no matter what kind of business you have, if you work with clients, if you are a coach, if you are a content creator, like there's so many ways you can do affiliate marketing, either by signing up directly with affiliate programs for brands or by signing up for something like the Amazon affiliates program and you can get started in creating links on Amazon. Obviously, you make a lot more usually if you sign up directly with a brand, like upwards of 50%. 5% versus like per sale, versus Amazon, you're lucky if you get 3 to 5%. Okay, so it really does depend here. But I also like to think about what programs or items do you already mention to your clients, to your community, that you could probably become an affiliate for and share an affiliate link, right? And usually gives them a kickback too. Like they're getting a discount and you're getting a part of the sale. And so I started off as an affiliate. One of my first affiliates was for HoneyBook, my client management system that I still use to this day. I absolutely love it. And they have a great affiliate program and great payouts for affiliates, which is awesome. I also am an affiliate like for my website designer, and people can use, I have a discount code people can use on her templates in order to get a discount on her website templates. And that's where I had like my website. Well, I bought one for templates and I've completely changed it, but that's like the starting base of my visual brand. So where do you share affiliate links? Maybe that's what you're wondering. Or where do we share affiliate links? We include links everywhere that you can imagine. YouTube descriptions, like podcast descriptions. You notice in both of those, we have just a list of our favorite affiliate companies, affiliate links, our favorite programs, etc., right? Website pages, blog posts, our Instagram bio links have our favorite affiliate links in there, right? We also very strategically on our email list, the emails that typically go out on Mondays are actually automated. So they're in an automatic workflow in Flowdesk that people are getting. And those first, especially like 4 to 5 emails, are very, very strategic in the sense that like most of them, well, all of them either include like some of our best content and resources for that most people are gonna be interested in, or it includes like a piece of content surrounding an affiliate that we really love that also pays really well on the back end, right? And just is very organic in the way that we can share it. So yeah, and there's also a lot of ways you can play around with that too, including affiliate links like in PS sections. Like, PS, did you know that my favorite client management system is HoneyBook? Here's a link for half off, right? And so we've actually seen like great results doing stuff like that. So there's really a lot of ways that you can do this. I actually also have on my website, if you go there, we have a favorites page, and that page is basically a whole page. There's some links that are not affiliate links, but there's a lot of affiliate links on there, and just genuinely recommending like my favorite programs and favorite things that I absolutely love for my business. And a lot of that I'm getting a kickback, right? When someone signs up using my link, I'm getting a percentage of the sale, or like a certain dollar amount of the sale. Okay, the fifth income stream, and I don't know if this is essentially passive income. I guess this could be passive income, and that's brand collaborations. This is definitely a small part of our overall income. I don't necessarily I like doing brand partnerships, but I'm not like, I don't want that to be most of my income, especially again, thinking about what requires me, my face. Brand collaborations typically do, but I will say that they're really nice in the sense of they're scalable, in that the more you grow your audience, the more you can scale and the more that you can charge for brand collaborations. And this is essentially when you're collaborating with a brand, it's like when they're sponsoring a post, right? Whether it's on Instagram, a YouTube video. For the business side of things, we do a lot of collaborations here on YouTube. Well, I say a lot, but not really a ton. We do maybe a few every year. And it's really just working with brands that we love and organically including them in YouTube videos that we are creating. We've had brands reach out to us to collaborate. We've reached out to brands to collaborate, and I've set up collaborations that way. But again, the one thing I do like about collaborations in the sense of our business is it's very easy to take them on and decide if you feel like you have the capacity this upcoming month or two to execute a brand collaboration, because typically they want it posted within a month or two, and it's not something you have to commit to a year in advance, unless it's a long-term partnership where they want you to post every month or a certain number of times in the entire year. But then that's a little more flexible and when you post, right? So especially if you're working with a really awesome brand, I've worked with some really great brands that are just so sweet and trusting of what I feel is gonna perform the best for my audience. So definitely a small part of our income, but just something worth mentioning here. Okay, number 6 when it comes to passive income is ad revenue. This could be YouTube AdSense. Back before, when I was brainstorming, the Reels Play Bonus program was a thing on Instagram. I think they're going to bring something similar back to Instagram, or another way to monetize Reels. We'll see, but that's definitely included here if that does end up coming out. The TikTok fund, etc. Why I'm including it here is because, well, one, I do feel like you're getting signing up for ad revenue like this, you're getting paid for work that you're probably already going to do to grow your business, right? I don't recommend signing up and making it a reliable source of income because it can definitely fluctuate, especially like something like the Reels Play Bonus program, TikTok Fund are very low paying typically, and it's hard to get a substantial amount. YouTube AdSense is definitely a lot more stable, but it can still go up and down, right? And so I look at it as like a bonus for some of the things I'm already doing in my business. And if you want, there's a YouTube video that I created where I broke down how much like the different ad programs on different platforms paid me in 1 month. So I'll have a link in the description show notes for you guys to check that out if you're interested in learning a little bit more and seeing exactly like how much you can get paid for this. But for YouTube, we pretty consistently get like $1,700, $1,800 a month, sometimes lower, sometimes higher, just depends on the month. But YouTube is definitely the most consistent, which is why I'm also a big fan of creating on YouTube. Okay, and then just as a bonus here, when it comes to building passive income, so we went over the main 6 that I have already mentioned, but just as a quick bonus, I also don't want you to think of passive income and think it has to be like online products or online, working online with people, I guess is what I mean. There are so many ways that you might not think could be passive income, especially if you're a service provider or you want to do done for you services. That can be scalable. It can be passive income, especially if you figure out a way to structure it where it doesn't require specifically you and your face in every single part of the client experience. So for example, here in the Stephanie Case Education brand, we're actually exploring creating a video agency, especially taking on video clients where we're helping create, execute, edit all of their video content for YouTube or short form video, like for Reels, TikTok, etc. And so definitely very much in the beginning works. If you are interested at all in chatting with us about that, feel free to reach out. We'd be happy to chat with you. But I just wanted to mention this because like when I was approached by someone to do this specifically for short form video, it's almost like feels weird when you're kind of drilled in your head over and over. Like passive income is digital products, online courses, affiliate marketing, like that's passive income. But passive income, and I've talked about this for so long, like passive income is really scalable. And what can you scale without taking like more of your time or very much more of your time, right? And I think there is a way to do this in having an agency and having clients. Like you can totally structure it where you can easily bring in people to help execute a lot of the steps for your client, and it will require like you're going to be doing different type of work, but it just depends on like what you enjoy. If you enjoy managing people and having a big team, like that could be something to explore and pursue, especially if you have a very established service-based business. You can take on like associates and have them, serve clients for you from start to finish pretty much, right? And then you're just managing more of the back end. So just wanted to throw that in there because I feel like that's something that a lot of us might not consider when we're thinking about passive income, because I really think passive is just scalable. Like how can you scale your income without spending a lot more time? And I think that is definitely an awesome way to do that. So thank you guys so much for watching, listening. Hopefully you really enjoyed this episode. If you did, feel free to drop a comment on YouTube, reach out to us via email. You can always email us support@stephaniecase.com. We're here for you guys. If you have any questions, we are more than happy to answer. If you are on YouTube, give us a thumbs up. If you're on a podcast, feel free to rate the show. We are so grateful for every single thumbs up, 5-star review. Like your support truly means the world. And we will see you guys next week. I usually say we'll see you guys in next week's video, but if you're listening to the podcast, it doesn't really make sense. So I will chat with you guys again next week on Tuesday. Bye, guys.